Hello folks, sorry it's been such a long time. I didn't realise I'd only done one video last year. I thought I'd done a load. Anyway, this is going to be a quick down and dirty showing you the mess before I do the rest of the prep before we start planting. So I'll just turn you around. So, sorry about the video and all folks, I cannot find the gimbal. Probably the same place as me mojo grow thing. I cannot find it. It's in the shed somewhere, I know it is. On the compost heaps, obviously need a lot of work. A lot of this stuff though is going to end up getting burnt down here, getting ready to start to burn, yeah, and be made into charcoal and then made into biochar to add into the garden. Apparently it's wonderful stuff. The beds, Fran was along the other week, about 6 weeks ago now, and pulled a lot of weeds out of these beds. There's a bit of mess in some of them, but it's 6 2/3. It's not going to take 5 minutes to tack out. This full bed here would about June or July, it might have been July, I put in sprouts and cabbages. Slugs is getting the rest. That's all that's left. I've been putting some of them muck in here. He tidied out all that kale and everything, which was a brilliant job because a lot of it was just, it got absolutely rampant. The other cabbages, or sprouts I think tried this kind of a bed, and I thought, well, we'll give it a try. I mean, I didn't get it covered, but there's 2 of them survived. I mean, they're tiny, but if I get anything off them, at least I'll get the leaves. Them's for the potatoes when we get round to it, which won't be too long. If Fran's remembered to chit some, because he said he was going to. Right, we'll come round to the polytunnel. Before we go in here, folks, I'm going to try and show you a little bit of a slideshow of what happened last year. So I'll turn you around and we'll show you what is left now, but after the slideshow, which will be here. So here we go. Now the thing is, this worked quite well. I got about £9 of potatoes, 9 pints of passata out of the tomatoes that grew in here. And it was an experiment which did seem to work. But I was going to rip all of this chickweed out. Just walked into a spider web a bigger. But when I pulled these tomatoes out about 5 or 6 weeks, well no, it'll be about 2 months ago, there was quite a lot of mycelium on the roots. I'll try and show you on one of the tomatoes. No, not on that one. No, it must have died off now. But apparently mycelium grows better when there's something else growing, because it's like a symbiotic relationship. So apparently I may leave some of it in just before I plant the tomatoes in. I mean, I haven't even started them yet, but you can see how it's set up. I've just pulled them side out, them sides left. I mean, I lost them all to blight in October, believe it or not, which is well, I've never known it happened to me. Mind, I didn't have a door on, and the panel was down, and we did have some cold temperatures, so that's what I'm blaming it on. But sorry for turning you around so fast. Listen, sorry for the sound if it's a bit noisy. I can't find the gimbal and the mic. Low tunnel still doesn't have a cover on. It's there, but we'll get round to it. Apple tree just starting to bud. I still haven't put these couple of other trees in. I will get round to them, I promise, and I will start to try and do lots more videos, folks. Fran said he was going to do them, but I started working and what have you, so didn't get round to it. But obviously it's still a bit of a mess. Now, if I show you where this bed is here, this was where we were thinking of having it. Like this. But when you look at the gap, it's far too small. I can't even like nail down in there. So I'm going to shift this bed over so there's a good bit of gap. That cherry tree has to come out in the next few weeks. Has to. And you can hardly see it. Looks like it's starting to grow well. You look, only on one half again. But yeah, that side's definitely died. I took a couple of them apples off that tree to take for an apple crumble. I can't believe there's still some on there, but I'm just letting the birds have the rest. So far, touch wood, touch me head, there's no sign of any rats. Oh, not at the moment anyway. This tree's doing okay. Antenna for our ham radio still seems to be standing. This tree here, little sign of some buds, what have you. Loads of mess, ignore all that, that'll all get sorted out eventually. Fence here, the main fence is down. Well, it's not down, but it's collapsed. But the association have said they're going to replace it. Now it's just a case of a waiting game. The hothouse. Right. Again, in here, I did a load of chilies last year, and I'll show you a slideshow again here of what happened last year. We'll go in there and have a look. They were supposed to be for Christmas presents and stuff like that. Me and Frank tried it one. It was like having an out-of-body experience of a Carolina Reaper, and I thought, I can't give them to anybody, I'll bloody kill them. So nothing really much happened. Come October we started getting some cold weather and they were a bit late in coming, but like I say, I'll turn you around and show you. Let's go in. I mean, they did well, don't get me wrong. Pots could have been a bit smaller, I believe. But, I mean, look. It's such a shame, really. But I learned. Pots maybe slightly smaller, maybe. I mean, there's one or two don't look, well, no. Some of them didn't come at all. And others did great, but they were all quite small and all really late in the season. So according to what JB says, I need to reduce the size of the pots. I mean, some of them had 2 and 3 in, which I thought would have made it better, but it didn't kind of work that way. So, and I'm not eating one. I was going to eat one there, but no, I'm not. I mean, I was hoping some of them might have dried on the plant to keep, but they've gone all mouldy and horrible. Well, these are all going to get flung. Got something at home that I'm starting. I'll see if I can tag some pictures on the end because they need potting on. But we'll leave it at that for now. Oh, your bugger door's shutting. So we'll leave it at that for now, folks. Sorry about the clip of me and the clip of the garden. But like I said when I start this, warts and all. And a lot of people will be in this situation. Sorry, my radio is ham radio. Sorry. Right, okay, folks, leave you. Likes, loves, and all that. See you later, folks.
Relax on our wooden seat, but I forgot to wood preserve it, and now it's collapsed at my feet. Oh, I can't grow a daffodil or a rose. I get tangled up in the garden hose. There's a hole in the bottom of my watering can, so I'm not very good as a gardening man. Well, I tried to do some weeding, but the roots were far too strong. I slipped a disc and sprained my wrist, so the weeding all went wrong. Now I sit on a new garden bench, for me it's the easy life, leaving the gardening to do for my green-fingered, clever wife. You missed a bit there, darling. Oh, I can't grow a daffodil or a rose. I get tangled up in the garden hose. There's a hole in the bottom of my watering can, so I'm not very good as a gardening man. I'm not very good as a gardening man.